Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering this 6 CCTV tracker effect. I'm going to teach you how to make trackers from scratch, and I'm also going to teach you how to get CCTV footage in just one click. So enough talk, let's just get straight into it. Alright guys, first step we're going to do is we're going to add the animation preset from my website called CCTV. It's part of the all-rounder pack, however I'm giving out a sample for completely free, so this entire effect, if you have Sapphire already, is completely free. So let's move on. Here's how to get the free CCTV. Go on to onthecam.com, go to the all-rounder sample pack, go on to add to cart, view cart. From there, check out however you feel like it. No credit card or anything is required, so review your order, check out, and boom, that's it, straight to your email. From there, add it to the correct folder and it should be ready to drag and drop. As you can see with mine, the noise makes it look really cool, but for the effect we're going to go for, I'm just going to scroll down till I see the noise, and I'm just going to lower it to about whatever you feel is best. I want like 10. So that's that. So now that's my CCTV background all done, just in one click, right? So it's just as simple as that for the background. Now let's move on to the trackers. First thing I want you to do is open a new composition and make it 500 by 500, okay? Now what I want you to do is go over to this shape layer and press the rectangle tool. Now if we want a square, what you want to do is with the shape tool, you're going to be dragging, right? And you're going to create a rectangle. But it's not going to be an exact square. We don't know. So let me just delete that real quick. Hold shift and drag and you have a perfect square. See? Right? Now all you want to do is click off it. Move it wherever you need to move it. It doesn't need to be perfect, right? You're just making a nice little effect here. Now as you can see, mine's already made the red layout. But let's just put it back to scratch so you lot can see exactly what I did. However, I've made the effect before, so most likely yours is going to look like this. So completely black, but your shape is still there. So what first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to toggle transparency, click that so you can see exactly what you're doing. Next thing you want to do, click on the shape layer, go down to fill color and select that to none. Now stroke color, you want to select that to solid color and make it whatever color you feel like making. We're going to use green for this. Again, whatever shade, it really doesn't matter. Now stroke width, it really doesn't matter, but if you want it to look like mine, just set it to number 3. So that is our outline done. So now we need to add the text. So go off the transparency layer to not blind yourself, and let's move on to the text. Now I want you to go into the corner or wherever you want it. For in fact, I'm going to put it in the top corner, make a new text layer and type whatever you feel like typing. So I'm just going to do, let's say tracker, right? But in like a cool little, with the numbers kind of replacing things, right? Just something like that. Okay, tracker, we'll leave it as tracker. So then get the color and put it to a similar green. But if you really want to be specific with it, right, just see this little number down here, Control C, go back over to your color tab on the text layer, go over here, Control V. Now that makes it the exact same shade. I want to scale it down because I want it to be kind of minimal, so I'm going to put it around there. Go over here and drag it into the corner, right? It doesn't have to be 100% because it's so small, but again, if you're a perfectionist like me, it pains me to do so, but I'm just going to keep it there. I'm not going to bother because I'll be stuck here for ages. So to me, see, look what I mean, even if it's a little bit off, it looks perfect. So that's what we're going for here. Next thing you're going to do is pre-comp both of them together. Then I want you to add a glow. Let's say if you've not got any glows whatsoever, you can use the standard built-in After Effects glow, tweak it however you like. I always rave on about deep glow because deep glow is just 10 times better. You can't convince me otherwise. So I'm going to tweak my deep glow till it looks perfect or how I want it. I'm going to say nice little thin layer of glow. So that's it done. Now you can make these however you want. Now you know how to do it. You can do these however you want. Make red ones, make purple ones, make yellow ones for all I care. Just do it however you want to do it. Be creative with it. Now let's move on back to the clip. Now what I want you to do is go onto this new layer we've made, Control C, go onto lock on tutorial or the one we're making. Now press Control V. Boom. Now we have it here. I'm going to stick it underneath the adjustment layer, but look, we have a problem. It's making the entire thing grey. Now this effect was intended just to be used as an overlay, but we're getting creative with it, so we're just going to alter it slightly to make it a little bit better. So you see Colorama, I want you to copy that and I want you to delete it. So now you have a color clip. Go down to your bottom layer where the actual clip is and press Ctrl V. So now you see Colorama, it's a lot better than Lumetri color for saturation in my opinion, because it just gives depth to all of the color, just makes it 10 times better in my opinion. That's why I've used it for my CCTV effect, which you can grab for free down below. Next step, I want you to hide this and let's move on to the tracking. So first thing you want to do after you grab your track point is go to somewhere which is very constant. His head, why not? So bring it up here. Let's say I put it right just in this section where his braids kind of pull together. So I'm going to say there, then track it. You see, I've chosen this spot particular because of the contrast between the braids and where his scalp is. So it's really light and dark. So it kind of has a lot of contrast and a lot more color to work with. So the tracker kind of knows where it's going in a sense. So you see, that's worked as good as I need it to be, right? So now I want you to go over here, right click, new and null object. Now edit target, put it to null 4 or whatever your null number's called. So boom, okay, and apply. X and Y, okay. So now you have a tracked null. What I want you to do now is reopen your layer and then use the pick whip tool, drag onto null 4, and now you have a tracked square. You really wouldn't think it, but it's that easy to make an effect like this. But it's also 10 times quicker when you have the preset, because adding in all them effects can get really annoying, especially when you're tweaking them all. But now all you got to do is make your other squares like I've taught you how to do. Make them red, blue, green, whatever the hell you want it to be, and just add them wherever you want them. Bro, you could even add them on this guy's face here. Just make sure you're tracking properly. You see, look, here's another example I've made. So I put here cannot identify because his face is kind of hidden. So it's just all about getting really creative with it. That's all that matters when it comes to these sort of effects. You got to try and make it stand out your way. But yeah, keeping this tutorial as simple as possible and letting you guys explore it. What I'm going to do now is go back over to my adjustment layer, which I added my CCTV effect on. And now I want to give it a bit of an old style look. So now in old times, yeah, you used to have these old film cameras and they used to film at like 10 to 16 frames per second. But I'm going to put it to around 18. So what I'm going to do is posterize the time with posterize time. Go down to here and set it to 18 instead of 24. 24 is cinematic, but 18 kind of gives it this old CCTV kind of look. 2000 that's CCTV, if that makes sense. So let's have a look at my final product that I've just made. I really like the posterized time because it just makes it seem a lot older than it actually is. But there's something missing. You see how the tracker's just on there? Now we can animate it. So we're going to do a real simple animation. So go over to here. Let's say scale, keep it over here, whatever we want it to be. That's fine where it is, so I'm gonna say there. Stick it down to 0, press T, go over to opacity. Let's put the end of the opacity to over here. Stick the front on 0. Now you should have something looking like this. And boom, this is how it will look. Just something simple like just a tracker would normally do. However, you guys know how much I love my motion blur. I'm going to stick some motion blur on it just to kind of iron things out. And this is the final result with the animation. In my opinion, it just ties everything together. That's just what we wanted. And this is what it looks like with multiple trackers added. Yo, that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you lot enjoyed it. Make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe. Chat to me, you lot, man. What do you want to see next? Drop a comment down below. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. All day. See you later.